Okay, last video with this Toshiba Tecra, because I'm done with it. Actually, it's not on that. It's just still here and powered up. I have a Cooler Master laptop cooler that was given to me by Alyssa and Rob. They were moving and getting rid of stuff, and they found this kind, and it opens up, and it's got this thing, and it can go on all different levels and put your laptop at weird angles. The cable, I found something that actually worked. I don't even know where it is at the moment, or if that's even focusing on it. Power, input jack, a green clean light, power button, and fan speed control for said fan. But it also has a USB hub. Probably USB 2, but for these purposes it really doesn't matter. Takes a mini B connector. There's the cable. Let's plug it in and see if it runs the fan also. USB 1. Plug. Oh, and the fan runs. I don't know if you see or hear that kind. Look, even the green clean light is on. You can turn it off, but it still shows a green clean light. Let's turn it back on. And I can slow the fan down. Well, I don't really have any particular use for this thing, and it's big and it takes up room. I have a laptop cooler, not that they're even really necessary. It has come up and told me that the device can perform faster. That's fine, and I really don't care. Let's tear this bitch apart. Here's the information on this, if anybody really cares. Totally don't need it, so like I said, we're going to rip it apart and just take the goodies out, and that way I can get rid of that. Like they say, reduce, reuse, recycle. So we'll take all these screws out here. Right, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. Alright, screws are out, but it's still like steadfastly attached. That's not cool. Alright, let's play around some more. Covers are out. Pop this thing off now. Like that. Get rid of that. Now this thing should probably just pull out in a similar fashion. Yeah, I just need two hands. Well, just barely. There we go. That popped out, along with a little plastic grommet. There's one. I don't know where the other one went, but alright, whatever. Now let's see what else. I found the other little plastic grommet. I'm take these little rubber foots off of here. They just peel off. Keep those for something else. Always put new stickum on it. Oh, that's a good thing I did that. There's screws. Alright, let's get those off. Okay, those foots are off. Screws are out. And now this thing should lift up. There we go. We'll put this over here. Let's see. Two more screws, two more screws. I'll worry about the fan in a minute. This plastic piece comes off. Take the little circuit board out. Okay, that's under a little clip like that. Undo the wire from here. This lifts up and out with the circuit board. And here's what we got. So this is a USB hub that, besides the fur and stuff on it that came to me that way, this is the fur, is a, still with fur, fully functional USB hub that will output 5 volts. Now the fan is held in by, I can't tell if those are screws or what. They look almost like Torx, but why the hell would they use Torx screws on that? That's like ridiculous. Here's the other little board. Little fan speed control. And that. Power. So This can stay still as a power controller board going into the fan. We don't need this cable anymore. I don't know if I can unplug that. Not with one hand, I can't. What about this one? Nope, not easily, so let's not break anything. And I'll see if I have something to fit that. Well, they're not Torx. They may just be like plastic peened over or something. Let me keep looking. There's an indentation in the center if you press really hard, but they wouldn't screw it down that way. Let's peel this sticker off if we can and see. Okay, there's that. Don't need that anymore. To reveal a couple of screws. Awesome! Screws out. The fan is still attached. There it is. So, to remount this somewhere, it's made in China, that's good to know, from 2010. July 2010. So July of this year would be 6 years old and still runs perfectly. So I'm going to put these screws back in the fan, so they'll be there as little mounters for that, or you can use other ones. As far as the little plastic tabs, obviously they extend beyond where the screw mounts are, but they can always be just clipped off with a wire clipper. So the sticker was garbage. Everything's stripped off of here, so this is garbage. Wire mesh I'm not sure about. The other plastic piece I definitely don't need. This can be cleaned up. This could make its way to the garage. It has these indentations on it, as you can see, but might be useful for something. So I guess I'll hold on to that. I'll probably unbend the little tabs on it. These little bracket covers. I mean, you could do something with this. I'm going to plug Bison Workshop here. He finds uses for all kinds of stuff. He took apart a fridge and found a use for just about every part in that thing. Let's see, we'd have to turn these around 180 degrees. So there's like a light-duty hanger. You can put these in with a couple of drywall screws, and it's on kind of cheap, chintzy plastic, beg my pardon. Kind of cheap, chintzy plastic, but you could make something out of it. I really can't see a use to keep these. Maybe I'll just cable tie them on and hang on to that with that. And we're left with the fan, as you saw before, with its speed controller. I'll plug it back in there. It goes right there. I don't need any of the other connections. I don't know what that other port is for, or why it's crooked, but I certainly didn't do that. Power button. Rheostat, green clean light, power jack, and a capacitor, a couple of diodes, and surface mount crap. No use for that. These clips, not really. No use for that. These might come in handy one day. Oh, maybe that actually would fit them little brackets better. Let's see. I don't know if it fits in that. I don't think so. No, too big. Alright. Well, I'll still hold on to that. So, that's garbage. We'll keep this stuff here. So we got these 4 little rubber pads. Those come in handy for stuff. You hang on to those. These might be good for something. The screws, I can't really see use for. We have a USB 2 hub. I have plenty of cables. I'll leave this cable on it because that is just outputting 5 volts, so I mean that, you know, in case you want to play with that, you can without busying a port. These screws I don't really need either, so we'll keep that stuff, keep that, keep the fan and its little controller board, and throw the rest out. And these things I forgot about. So we'll keep that thing and its little plastic brackets and the mesh for whatever that's worth, and the rest goes in the garbage because I can't even recycle that around these parts. But anyway, that was a take apart of a Cooler Master laptop cooler with stand and USB 2 hub and all kinds of stuff like that. And if anybody's going to say, well, you know, there's USB 3 now, and what are you doing with a USB 2 hub? Well, even a USB 1 hub is actually still useful for a number of purposes. So USB 2 is even better. There's still a lot, and I made an awful lot of USB 2 devices out there that'll work perfectly fine through this. As far as, well, there's circuitry and things exposed, well, maybe put this here like that. Yeah, I could probably mount it back in there with some larger screws, and that way it'll stay protected. That works for me. I could even just hot glue it in. It even clips in with its little clips there, so that works too. I just don't have it snapped all the way down. There it is. Okay, good. So I'll keep that piece too. There, now it's nice and safe. Nothing else should short out, so that's all good. So there's a USB 2 hub, if it'll stay in there, which, again, I could just glue it down. Fan controller, I guess I could do the same thing with the other piece, so I guess we'll keep that too. And I'll slide that in later. And that'll do it. So, thanks to Listen Rob for giving me this crap and tons of other stuff, and there'll be more videos on more stuff as I have the time to make videos. Thanks for watching this one. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.